Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time once again for some more Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I know I didn't get to record yesterday because I was exhausted. Well, last night. Well, technically night before last, because now it's practically morning. I mean, it's winter, so the sun isn't up yet, but hey, you know, I had a nice, relaxing rest. Now, we're going to go speak to this fellow. And we're actually going to use the person he called out and invited to speak to him. Because clearly, this is likely to relate to her search for her parents. I have a few thoughts about this. Let's go see how this is going.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
If the Sharans are holding her parents prisoner, holding them hostage, they may be brainwashed as well, and members of the cult. First off, however, let's remove this, right? Because that was there as a reminder from last week.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
Now, is he saying this because of her releasing the night song and turning her back on Shah? Or is he saying it because there's something seriously wrong with the mission, right? Or is he just saying it because foolish enough to return? Foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. Now, I don't ask this. She is still a bit cruel. Our hearts bleed for you. Get to the point.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
Wait a minute. Reach out to her psionically. She should plead contrition for now. Use your shit. Right. So contrite is like begging forgiveness, right? Like, I'm sorry I've messed up. So now we are speaking as Jaria. Even though we initiated the conversation with Shadowheart, and Shadowheart will probably say these lines. So, right. I don't think she could handle this. To lie, let her handle it. You know what? Do I trust her at this moment? She's looking a bit shifty. We do need the information about where the base is. And if she gets aggressive here, that might not be good. Okay.
Of course not. A cover to throw our enemies off the scent. I suppose you weren't deemed important enough to be informed of the plan.
That would have been fine deception in most cases. But your lying tongue cannot mask the empty pit in your spirit. She truly has abandoned you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Oh. So she's buggered off before. And he still gave us information.
So don't make trouble.
Let's see what else we can do here. We may be able to interfere in this little situation. And we do have the circus fairground thing over there, don't we? For Rivington General. Have we been there? I think... yeah,
Manic
possibly.
will deal with it.
Right.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
Moving ahead.
There's a mod that I would gladly love to install that lets characters walk instead of running everywhere. Merkin and Mattis. Merkin's the one we rescued from the Harpies.
Oh, hi! If you're here to save me again, I don't really need to be saved right now. Good thing, huh? Bye.
Ah, I thought we might get a little more gratitude. Mattis.
You did me a real favour clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore.
Wait, are you lying to me again about lucky rings, or is this actually legit? You looted Moonrise Towers. Well, he might have had people do it for him.
Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry.
Oh, I wonder if he's actually recovered all the things we left behind, like all those bones. Why don't you show me those fancy items you have on offer? It might even be something magical, if you don't try to con me.
Would I try to fool a sharpie like you?
Yep,
Have a look.
you blatantly would. Now, let's see. Obviously, we need to switch it back to barter. And, hey, maybe... ooh! He's still got his con rings. Scabby Pugilist Circlet, so for unarmed combat. Your weapon and armed attacks deal an additional 2 damage while surrounded by 2 or more foes. You know what? As a head slot item, that's actually not bad. Sending Shell. Faint whispers creep from this sending shell when you hold it close, yet the method of sending messages from it is unclear. Gale, this sounds like a fun thing for you. The spoon of saltiness. Yeah. Fishing rod of alertness. Actually, magic item. Decanter of nearly endless water. This decanter can, in fact, sometimes run out of endless water. However, it will definitely regain its properties next day. The day after, for sure. So, in other words, if you refill it. It's like the leprechaun's purse. The leprechaun's purse always has a pound in it. Unless you take it out. In which case, it's then just empty. Right. Holy hand soap. Using this will clean off dirt, blood and face paint and will remove conditions that make you smell. Face paint. When there's a circus nearby. And that's ridiculously expensive. It may be worth the purchase. However, Greater Elixir of Arcane Cultivation, level 2 spell slot. Okay, yeah. Elixir of Necrotic Resistance could be very useful. You know what, though? We seriously need to lighten Jaria's load. She's carrying a lot of stuff. This is water that is not camping supplies. We're just going to give him things to increase his attitude. A carafe of water. I think that is camping supplies, possibly. We probably don't want this. Now. Oh, it would be better to use these things than to... So what is she carrying that's so heavy? It would be nice to offload some poison on him, but knowing how scrupulous he is, it would be liable to end up in the wrong hands. Ugh. We should probably send this to camp so we're not constantly carrying it around with us, revolting creature that it is. Maybe I'll just have to offload some books at some point. You know what though? I won't need this anymore. Although summoning her out here might be amusing. Can I open these while I'm here? I can. Oh, hello. There we go. Okay. That's probably helped significantly to reduce her encumbrance. Getting rid of a whole suit of medium armor. 24, oh yeah. Right. In which case, let's leave it at that for now. Jump and flying speed. We do have someone who occasionally flies. No, let's leave it.
Stay away from trapped chests.
I will. Unless I can open them. Sounds like he may be speaking from experience there. Now, who is this? Looks like... Hello? Wait, Nestor. Wasn't he at the last light?
Donations?
God, what happened to your hair and beard, man? You look terrible. Donations for what?
Do you know advice? The refugees.
Of
If
course.
you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
I'd like to take the donation into the barn myself. What, to steal stuff? No. I can heal people if that's any use.
These folks' empty bellies and purses need healing more than anything, priest.
That sounds almost like sarcasm. Look, I'll give you 500 gold.
Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
And Varone. She looked briefly like, what's her name, the priestess we got back at camp.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
Very well. Now, I'm not trying to go into the barn, but it may trigger some kind of alert or warning. I'm okay so far. I wonder if they're running a scam.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
She's got Shadowheart's scar. Or something very similar to it. I'm gonna take it at face value for now because of the situation, and these are mostly genuine refugees, although they do seem to be strutting about very assertively. Who's this?
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Alright. I wonder if these angry people want us to rob the refugees. That would explain trying to talk our way into the barn.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
He's got a very thin face.
At least we got the Scotty out of that burning barn.
I can't talk to him, Whoa. There we go.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy.
Look, cats are better. Look, it's a bit presumptuous, you know. I never said I wanted to stroke your dog or give him a nice little pat.
Oh, trust me. Your eyes say it all. Everyone wants to pet him.
Some of us don't.
Yeah, either way, he's a fine-looking hound.
Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful...
Oh.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
I've just remembered. They don't let animals larger than a peacock into the city at the moment.
While we're washing them, we only got away with what we have.
I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
Oh, whoa, she went West Country there for a little. On Darling. Interesting.
What are we going to do in the city?
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice.
Oh no. The gods work in mysterious ways. I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. What happened to you?
Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story.
Please do.
A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do?
They want to tax you at the gates based on the value, the perceived value of your goods. What is your business?
Well, I was going to sell the finest alchemical tinkerings the gate had ever seen, but the bureaucrats had other ideas. They talked some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Charess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
I wonder if we can help him with that.
What are we going to do in the city?
Piss off, would you? I've got some papers I have to file to get in. Apparently. Bloody bleeding bureaucrats.
Yeah, but do you have the papers to fill in, or do you have to get them? Yeah, do you need help here? Grunch.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is, but we have to.
Which one's Grunch? That one's Grunch. Doesn't appear to be wounded.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Well, he'd eventually suffocate. Let's go speak to Grunch.
Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's here.
Ah! Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
I'm well versed in healing rites. Let me take a look. I really want to help him. Apparently. And I want to help him enough.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently.
This is barely a scratch. What are you playing at?
Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Why don't we pretend I've healed you miraculously? You can celebrate with your friends.
Even if we got Grunch into the city with us. When Nilos and me were hiding, and hungry, and scared, it was Grunch who got us through. I'm not letting him down now.
I don't know. Maybe Greg has some ideas about how we can help Grunch get inside the walls. I can't think straight anymore.
Look, if they find out you were tricking them, they won't appreciate it. Maybe, you know, if we pretend I heal you, then you make good friends with them, and years later you admit that you were tricking them and they might have a good laugh about it, but at the moment, bit of a sore subject.
Just between you and me, this pretending to be wounded thing is getting old.
Well, how about...
Just between you and me, this pretending to be wounded thing is getting old.
We could actually wound you, if that's what you like, but let's see what these people are up to.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
Is she right here by the... No, that's a green hat. I thought she had green hair there for a moment. Like a headscarf? No, it's an actual hat, okay.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
So many more could have survived.
Hello?
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
All law, no sister. That sounded illegal. I need to speak to him again.
We made it this far, me and my ladies. I wish I could see a way forward from here. Can't stick a mine if you don't know where to stick your pick.
It's a very weak, probably fake Irish accent. For a moment there, I thought he'd broken the rule that all the dwarfs in this game have Irish accents.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it? How did the wine sack get in?
Can't figure out how Garon puts up with her. Maybe she treats him special in the sack. No, Giselle, don't think about it.
Is there some way I can help these people?
The old crone is watching me like a drunk eyes her bottle. I'll never ditch her at this rate.
Typical dwarfs. Can't stand the company of other people, including other dwarfs, like just grumpy, miserable, moody. Yeah. Hello. Umi!
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
Now, Umi is the boy. He's not the one who was Mattis's sister. She had a different... I can't remember. Hello?
No, I'm really worried about Umi.
Yeah, so am I. He's getting...
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
Oh! An extra line there.
You know who's really...
He's the one who was failing at combat training, isn't he? Maybe we should bring Will to talk to him. Zoru! Hello.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say.
I wonder if Danon's nearby. Damon. At least you made it. How are you holding up?
It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
Oh, hey, it's these two.
You made it here all on your own.
Now, Cerise is almost second in command to Darren. She was his... sorry, to Zevlor. She was his bodyguard, wasn't she? Or something like that.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
Yo, he has quite fancy clothes. Looks like he's from a richer family than her.
We should have an exile's feast to commemorate the...
We made it through hell. Twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
You know what?
You have my attention.
I've heard our
They wanted a cat.
Can talk their way out of trouble as well as into it.
She sent a message. She's at the Elf Song Tavern.
Aw,
Hopefully
cat
making
can't
herself
talk to
comfortable.
him.
Glad at
Wait.
least one of us is doing well.
He got her attention.
No, never mind.
Yeah, lovely. Who's this?
Washing my pits, washing my pits. This is the song when up.
Yeah, I got the idea.
Gonna bloke not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
He's Scottish.
I'm sure
We'll just take our cat and... Hello. Back door, yeah, but...
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it?
Are you
Forgive
guarding
me,
or
you're in no
investigating?
mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
Is it Geordie? No, I'm Baldurian, born and bred. It's good to be home.
It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous.
I got ways of making people share. That sounds like intimidation and bullying. Is there anything I can do to ease these people's burden? The tensions are high. In fact, again, to talk about that. He'll say donate at the front door. I'm not surprised. Tensions seem high around here.
Tensions? That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
Now, I could pretend that this is the game's writers explicitly saying, yeah, it's fine to beat up people who don't like immigrants. Or I could say, look at this situation, those people around the front are out of hand. I think the best way to do this would be actually have like a street party, right? Something that everyone can be involved in. Obviously, you know, funds, issue, right? Not good, enemy at the gates, right? But essentially giving, right, we have a situation here in England at the moment where we are being inundated with illegal immigrants because the French have stopping them. So yeah, the French used to stop them coming from France a little bit, and now they just are relaxing on that to let them in and punish us for not being part of the European Union anymore. And it's just... We used to always complain the French weren't stopping enough people, but now they're really not stopping. They're like, they've been honestly just shipping them over, right? So this could be seen as a similar situation, but it isn't. These people are running away from an evil army that wants to destroy them, whereas the illegal immigrants we've got, some are fleeing war-torn countries, but if they are refugees, they're legally supposed to stop at the first safe country they reach, and not try and go even further to a country they've heard will treat them better. And there's a lot of tricksters and dishonest people pretending to be refugees. There's genuine refugees as well, don't get me wrong, right? And it wouldn't be fair to stick all the refugees in the first safe country they come to, because that country would get overpopulated. As it is, we're suffering from an overpopulation problem at the moment because of the millions of people who've been pouring into our country of late. And this means that we've seen the government treat these people very nicely and put them up in hotels where our local population, you know, our native population, including like second and third generation immigrants, I don't just mean like white people or whatever, right? So our native population, whatever their cultural origin, you know, can't afford to buy houses, can't get in the hotels because we're all full of immigrants. And it's not a very nice situation because it breeds dissent and makes people very unhappy. So it's not dissimilar to the situation here, and there are protests and stuff. That doesn't mean we should go around and beat up the people around the front gate of the warehouse. But maybe if we gave something nice to the local people, you know, the native people, and be like, and I don't mean like, hey, this is just for you, the you know, the immigrants can't go. There's a bloody circus. They should let people in and be like, hey, you know what? Then again, they got like a ghoul at the gate of the circus, haven't they, or something freaky, so maybe not a good idea. But if they'd be like, you know, locals, natives get to come in free, I wonder how many of the immigrants would try to pretend to be natives. But no, something like that, right? Some kind of special event. Maybe put on a play, I was going to say, and then I remembered the circus. The people of this city have grown selfish. They need reminding of what true hardship is. No. If the refugees have more than they need, it's only fair they give some back. I'm all in favour of re-education. It sounds like they have a lot to learn. That's violence. You're supposed to keep the peace, not stoke the fire. I think your uniform will be enough to make them quieten down. If the refugees have more than they need, it's only fair they give some back.
Too bloody right. But will they share? Not a chance. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long.
Whoa.
If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say?
Wait, you were just saying you wanted to go around and beat up the protesters for hating the refugees. I didn't realise I was tacitly agreeing. I completely misinterpreted his previous dialogue line. They're innocent people. You can't just kill them.
Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
Oh. And there we go.
Oh, still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
I wonder.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
So that wasn't a real. But hello. Toad breath. Looks like a bugbear or something, almost. Oh, goblin. Oh, okay. So that wasn't a real guard, which means this back rear gate is now unguarded. Perhaps we should inform the guards, but probably not. Is she afraid that he will convince us to do something she doesn't like or doesn't want?
So many more
Or is she actively trying to oppose him? Hello? Ground? Thank you.
Don't take that on yourself.
I aimed at the ground and succeeded in making contact with it. Now what's the... There's a lot of people down here. Looks like maybe a little bit of food being cooked on the fire there, like a kind of soup kitchen situation. There's a windmill down there. Looks like we don't have to worry about the gates being just up here.
It was touch and go.
Oh! Little fence? Little hedges, almost like a... What the hell happened here?
Look at that! Finest pie that fruit could have made.
Uh-oh.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Yeah, looks like something
Take
dodgy's
the wood from
happened
the
here.
cart too. We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
Wait, you're stealing stuff?
Back off! I found these apples first.
Yeah, alright. Ginger Minger. Right. Yeah, but who killed all the chickens? Eh?
The state of this car.
There was almost no need to... What is our cat doing with those dead chickens? Let's just move along before it... Something dodgy has happened here. What is this? Hello?
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
I wonder if they're a bunch of like doomsayers. Circus of the End Times. Wait. Wasn't there a... Ages ago, like back on the old road near the Druid's Grove, around where we met Karlach, wasn't there a post, like an advert for... Oh no, that was a theatre company, wasn't it? Yeah. I wonder... Okay, that's locked. And this is his house, right? Yeah, we don't really have much reason to go in there, especially after the bloodshed we were involved in recently. Hello. A heroic portrait of Gortash.
Can I come on patrol with you later?
Not a chance. Your mother would kill me.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Right. Baldur's Gate is for Baldurians.
From the Velveteen Elixir.
Okay.
There's blood here, not yet dried. And no sign of the smith.
That's not good, because we... Oh, no. A note written in blood. The parchment is cheap and smells faintly of iron and smoke. How I soured and salted the smith for you, and yet you dared not devour him. I will not let his bittered meat spoil. Not even Baal could savour it. Orin. Okay, this is now a crime scene. Oh, hello. I shouldn't. No, no, no. Let's see if there's any signs that he was being spied on, but she didn't just like pick him at random and bop him straight away. Yeah, but she actually planned and built up for this. It was premeditated, because it probably wasn't. I can't remember his voice. It was slightly unusual, like a bit higher than I expected. It's been almost 15 years since I bought this forge from old Gossoon, and in that time I thought I'd seen everything, but I was wrong. The scimitar that riveting rat brought in yesterday is the third weapon made of infernal iron I've purchased in the last month. The only infernal weapons I've seen since I've been here. Of course, I sold them all pronto, probably getting less than I might have if I was willing to sit on them for a while. But that's something I'm not willing to do. Mama Angleron didn't raise any fools. But still, I have to wonder, where are these diabolic weapons coming from? Probably the tieflings IR. Can I just not, like, even report this to the authorities and be like, hey, look, a man's been murdered? Oh my god. And refugees could be to blame. Yeah, maybe that's not wise. Why would I eat him? Oh, more people.
I need a quick word.
What the hell is going on with her hair?
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go bother someone else.
She clearly likes to stand out from the crowd.
You look like you need to clean off the road dirt. Almost as much as I do. No good ends with hot water in a tub on this side of the crossing, though.
If I go and buy the soap and cast create water on them for a great big massive puddle, they probably won't be grateful.
These murderous monsters.
If you're after a job, Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
Oh, could we be seeing Neverwinter Nights free? Ooh!
Sound off.
If you are in the market for potions, I highly recommend the Velveteen Elixir. I've not been this well stocked since Waterdeep.
Oh, you're not selling and buying then?
What's the rush, Sob?
Okay.
Can't we stay
Wait,
here
what are
for a
these?
bit?
Roustabout.
What's the harm in one night?
They seem to be inside the enclosure. Hey, 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 hey!
You can't get in trouble for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
Oh, you can.
We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the ginny, everything. So don't even think about trying to stop us.
Why if we get in trouble?
They could very much get in trouble. Reminds me of an amusing Pathfinder event show, the circus that had a sphinx who would perform tricks, and the sphinx was an illusion, and the illusionist who was quite mild, quite insecure, and she created this illusion who was confident and popular and did circus tricks, and the illusion was witness to a murder. And when the players could question the Sphinx would literally sit there and say, oh, well, I mean, I can tell you, but I'm really not real. I'm just an illusion. You'd be like, what? Oh, yes, you want to talk to the person sitting in the corner over there in the shadows. She's a bit insecure, though, so it might be better off you just ask me, because I'll just tell you, you know.
If you're looking to enter the city, hope your pockets are loaded. Bastards are charging a fortune.
We may need to do something about that.
Bet you heard Baldur's Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if we're the problem.
Look, if it's over full, It's a viable choice.
You didn't even fight back.
Wait, what?
Don't wander around Rivington alone, all right? My husband did and got mugged and beaten for his trouble.
I think I'd better talk to him.
Can I help you?
Oh, nice hat.
Bloody ribs. Sorry, mate. Had a run-in with a mugger. If you need something, ask the missus.
Ah, he's on full health. I can't heal him. It's just after pain.
Fine. You're
Right.
the one who took a beating.
That'll be the end of it.
Oh, more names over here.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Here we go.
The circus of the last days has returned.
Different lights
See
on this one?
Dryads Jin and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Safe in the wilds, all right?
Do me a favour. Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters.
Oh?
Forgive me, but I must attend to my friend. She's most upset about the post.
Didn't we find a dead postman back in Act 1?
What did the postmaster say? Danzo, isn't it?
Do not, under any circumstances, employ sword course couriers. Their service is appalling. I am this close to buying and training a pigeon to send my own post. Oh, now there's an idea.
What? Is someone robbing us?
It's a sword course courier on a full stop to them.
Now, what is this place?
Maintain your distance. Area under active investigation by order of the Flaming Fist.
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Now, I could go up and question them, ask what's going on, but that's interfering with police business and wasting their time when they could be, right. When they could be
If you're looking for
investigating.
Il Martyr's charity, you're out of luck. They've turned their backs on us, like everyone else.
So, Ilmatar, with an A, not an E, is a god from Finnish mythology, from Finland and Lapland.
Can I please have some food? Oh, sorry. I thought you were a priest.
I mean, gladly I'd give you some food, but...
Swear it. Bet you won't get kicked out of the temple. They blame us for everything.
Wait.
The priests will open the temple up again. You will see.
Yeah,
They're good people, holy people.
I'm sure if there's an investigation going on, it's important.
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful endure.
Oh, hello. All right, let's see. We've reached the Open Hand Temple. We should be looking for the spirit's granddaughter, Shira Clawen. Gale, I'd like you to stay back here for a while.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
It's alright, you'll be with us once again soon enough.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
See if a cat running off after him. It's like a homing pigeon, but a cat.
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
Well, there might be something, but come on.
Fuck yes.
We got unfinished business to attend to. Right around your neck, apparently. Okay, let's see. Ooh, now, I think we were going to go 4-8 split. Heavy on the Vengeance Paladin. We're 4-4 now. Frightening. You know what? Ooh, yeah, actually. Would be nice to go Thunderous, but, you know, fire's her theme, right? Aura of Protection. Plus nothing. Well, that's got to be Charisma. We'll have to change that. Plus 2 when she hits level 12? Probably. Unless we can find an item that increases it.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Let's get out of camp.
I've nothing against Father Lorcan.
And then wait for everything to finish loading, and wow, that's a flying baby elephant thing. God, that's a 2nd edition monster, isn't it?
The crying one weeps today. Our Father Lorcan is dead. Murdered.
Oh no. Who would do such a thing? What happened? Oh.
I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
It would be very easy for me to blatantly guess who might have committed that murder, since she's committed at least 2 others here.
If not over, then through.
Who would know if not us? Claim to know the Lord's... We let more outsiders in, and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out?
Excuse me? Have any of you considered casting Speak with Dead? I heard your priest died. My condolences, especially if he was the only one.
Thank you, stranger. Father Lorcan's passing has saddened us all.
Passing? He was murdered by one of the fugitives he was harboring.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorcan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid.
It sounds like your god would be proud of Father Lorcan.
Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
A scorned, closed
I've
heart.
nothing against Father Lorcan.
Side with the open-minded priest. I see. Now, I didn't do that because he's more open-minded. I did it because their faith is more open-minded, so he's more true to the precepts, the tenets of the faith, than Brother Bill. Now, what is this pool of water? Sleuth.
I have all the evidence I need.
We don't even have the murder weapon.
Details.
Oh. Are we going to have to provide clues?
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
I have my doubts.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater.
Well, not in the god's house itself, it doesn't. Given the circumstances, I think Ilmatar would forgive you. Elistre would.
I suppose you're right. But the crying one has much more on his plate than curse words, given what just happened here.
I think that Orin is stirring up trouble to make the refugees look bad. What did happen here?
2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target.
Allow me to help you. My god would bid me aid a follower of Ilmatar. Or, I doubt her verdict. I will investigate and see where the true blame falls. This isn't a blame game, this is a truth game. What makes Brilgor politically convenient? Because it stirs up hatred among the townsfolk. Allow me to help you. My goddess would bid me aid a follower of Ilmatar.
Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence.
Where can I find the investigator?
Chares's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case.
That was a man's voice. Can you tell me where to find Shira Klawan?
I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid.
Oh, is she dead?
Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit.
I do. Any idea what I should be looking for in this investigation?
Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really.
Right. I'd best get going.
I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
Could you tell me where the murder took place? Or even where the bodies are? I mean, there's a blatant map marker, so that probably helps us know where the bodies are. An ornate wooden hatch leading down. Hello. Excuse me. You're probably the cook.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave.
Whoa, 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 where are you going? Why are you packing up your kitchen?
Soup kitchen's no good if we've no one to feed soup to. Besides, Father Lorgan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it.
I presume you don't think Brilgor killed him. Where did the attack happen?
He was attacked in the cellar. He had a private altar down there. Used to like the solitude. The man ate like a horse. A soup-hungry horse.
Usually took enough to feed a small clergy down there.
Oh? He might have actually had people down there. I presume the body hasn't just been left here where it was killed. Well, no, unless the investigator demanded that. Right. We've got another map marker here straight away. We might have wanted to bring a star in case there probably aren't any traps. The worshippers of Ilmatar are humble. Speaking of which... Hello? That odd stop mid-move there made me think a cutscene was triggering. A collection of Father Lorgan's writings on despondency. Perhaps the hardest suffering of all is that which dulls but does not pang. Weariness sits deep within one's soul, but it casts its marring net across the surface, dampening all errant thoughts and feelings in its wake. Malaise of this sort can rot the heart if left to fester, but must be extricated carefully. Above all else, the weary soul knows itself better than you can. Do not condescend, do not assume, do not impose. Simply avail yourself as a tool to the weary. Let them know you can be used however they might need. Is there? I presume the quarterstaff was not the murder weapon. Also, that looks suspicious there, but I think that's just part of the way the map was laid out. I should not, however, assume. Another door. So the body has been moved. Hopefully...
A crypt. This must be where Shira Clarwin is buried.
Fortunately, we can read.
Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR.
DR is Dale reckoning, isn't it? Oh, nice picture of a man with a spear fighting a dragon. Is that 2? Possibly more?
Here lies Sister Shira Clarwin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Here it is. The tomb of the Amulet Spirit's granddaughter. Time for a family reunion.
Here lies Reloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR.
That's so. Loric sounds like it might be a elven name.
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR.
I was saying that because Loric seems to have lived a slightly longer life than some of the others. Right.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone thou might be, alas.
I wonder.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Oh. Hello?
Oh, honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer?
Oh!
Shall it be thou?
You know, there's clowns in the circus. If it will bring you peace, I will bear the madness. I mean, she's kind of a bit bonkers already. Ponder what you know of the monk's affliction. What are the consequences of accepting it? Yeah, not easy. Ooh, at least we got some inspiration. Sure. Okay.
Try as you might, you can't intuit the price of bearing the monk's madness.
Gods no, I don't want to inherit your curse.
Well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark.
You're not going to attack me, are you? You are going to... Oh. Okay, don't make me regret this. By which I mean, turn undead's going to happen like twice. Right. It's okay. Right around now. Better than nothing. Do I have a sweeping? Searing Smite. Shira, you deserve better than this. How did you hit two of them? That is uncertain.
No. Morning Lord, I call to thee. Lend your forbearance. No. No.
Okay,
I
they're
hate
all
it had to end like
at
this.
rest.
A torturous fate by any measure.
Indeed.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
I'm not going to rob the dead. I was checking to see if she had the amulet. Speaking of which... Okay, so it's still got shatter, it's still got key restoration. It's possible it's lost its curse now. I think, however, we could probably give her something better now. You know what? Paralyzing someone with a critical hit does seem like something she might do if she could pull off a critical hit. Where's my reactions tab? No reaction options for smiting? This is weird. Right,
I've got a long road ahead.
Can we? No. I don't think we can put the bodies back in the sarcophagi.
What path lies before me?
Well, let's hope no one comes down here for a while. Maybe we should tell someone. This should now be marked as complete, right? The spirit possessed Shira's body. We refuse to take on his madness, putting a stop to him instead. His spirit will forever remain cursed. I suspect we couldn't have just, like, accepted the madness, then cast remove curse on ourselves. Although, that would be a perfectly fine use for that spell. Everything's pointing to Sharessa's Caress as our next port of call. Vanishar, look at... Arabella is back from learning how to control her powers. Is she? We can trust that her magic will be there. Oh yeah, she's not in camp. Freeing ourselves of the parasite is proving more difficult than we imagined. In fact, it could prove really problematic towards the end of the game. Halcyon is grateful for our help protecting the sanctity of life. We can count on his formidable druidic powers should the needs arise, yeah. Volo's become a most loyal ally. His powerful words of encouragement are sure to be at our backs in the trials to come. It would be nice if he could have it. Get Orin's Neverstone. Need to scour city for clues of... Yeah. What of this place?
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Okay. Don't particularly plan on messing with that. Scroll of Phantasmal Killer, huh? Would be an effective way to commit a murder. I won't take the healing potions, as people here need them more than me. Dominate person, an arcane lock. Interesting choices for such a temple. This book tells the story of a patriarch woman who gave up her fortune to become a cleric of Ilmatar in service of the outer city, and now seeks to be canonized after her death. She's posthumously applied to be canonized? Herein is the full true account of my bid to be canonized after my death as Saint Brigid of Ilmatar, the broken god, he of compassion and mercy, the one who endures. I lived a blessed life of every privilege a patriarch woman can fathom. My parents were loving and generous, my community warm, our larder was always full to bursting. But in the years after the death of Saravok, my eyes were opened to the world as it is, a world of pain and danger, a world where evil, if left unchecked, can thrive. I realized that my blessings had a cost. Why had I so much where others had so little? I could no longer remain in the gilded Elysium of the upper city, and sought to see the world as it truly was. Merely one page. We don't get to read the rest. It is possible the murder weapon could be in there, but not very. The trap rouses my suspicion, however. Now, I think... Hold it. Okay, there's nothing. Yeah, it's all rubble. Okay, it's the way they built the map up. Got it. Right. So this door appears to lead outside the temple.
Better not be cursed.
Interesting, they got a nice little inner courtyard. Oh, this is reminding me of Dark Awakenings, an early 3rd edition unofficial adventure from a small Australian company called Auran 3D or Auran Publishing. It was actually a really well written adventure. The layout of the temple is reminding me of it. It featured a monastery with actual monks who weren't ninjas or Bruce Lee or anything. They're like friars, you know. And there had been a incident, a murder, and there was an investigation. And there was a similar sort of inner courtyard garden inside the monastery. It would be very helpful. Wait. To be able to get down there. I don't believe that is the cellar we've been in. It would make sense for it to be the cellar we've been in. Portrait of Snowy Brownbeard. Bundled in his heavy satins and frumpy hat, this noble fixes the observer with anxious eyes over a moustache-beard combination of auburn whitening to snow. Interesting. In that it's a fairly bland and generic... Hello. Ah, perfect.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day.
I'm undergoing delayed illithid ceramorphosis. Something tells me that's not the best option to... I'm looking into Lorgan's death. I need to ask you some questions. I imagine this is a more important... I don't want to cause panic. And I imagine with their most powerful priest dead, they can't help very much, but they may know someone who can. No, I need to ask you some questions.
What do you want to know?
I'd like to question the corpse, the victim. You don't seem that sad about his death. Is this Orin again? Who do you think killed Father Lorgan?
I reckon Investigator Valeria is right. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lorgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
That's actually got some religious significance. It's mocking the god.
Please, leave me be. I've got an awful lot to get done.
Right, I don't want you to take offense.
Let's get on with it.
But here we go. Could be too damaged to speak.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you? We know... I think we can trust that he is who people say he is. Who killed you? What were you doing when you died? How did you die? Where were you attacked? We've been told he was attacked down in the cellar. That could not be true. What were you doing when you died?
Hiding Brilgor from fists.
Oh? Who killed you?
Dwarf, dressed in red.
Of course it was red. Why did he kill you? He may not know. How did you die?
A poisoned blade. Paralysis.
Why were you hiding Brilgor from the Fists? Because he was a criminal and he'd get arrested. And he'd come here seeking sanctuary. Where did you hide him? There may be clues there.
Took him to the tunnels with the rest. Oh, fool. Fool.
How do I get to the tunnels? This may be my last question. Why did he kill you? Just in case you happen to... He might have said something.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
And she looks genuinely upset by what she's found.
What to do?
Right, about these tunnels.
Please, leave me be. I've got an awful lot to get to.
I thought that would be the case, but I reckoned I should ask.
Let's see. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Test me of a dead man. Ironically, there was actually one case of someone being convicted by the dead man. There was a hit-and-run accident where a man was run over, killed, and the police were able to identify the killer because as he bounced off the car bonnet, his lips touched the windscreen and they were able to get a unique lip print.
How goes the search? Talking to the victims' corpses was clever, but I don't know if Valyria will accept that testimony. You're on the right track. Please, keep looking.
What about these tunnels?
Please, go talk to the investigator. The sooner we clear Brilgor's name, the better.
Look, he talked about tunnels. We don't know where they are. She won't want to talk to us.
May Ilmater guide your footfalls, stranger.
She's got a nice skin tone. Okay.
Times may be hard, but the god on the rack asks that we endure. For him.
Looks like we're not going to get much more information out of these. Probably not even the cook. But we must try.
Look, I need to finish up here. Lots of soup to clean up. Blood, too.
There are secret tunnels in the cellar. How do I open them?
Not a clue. Rivington's riddled with old smugglers' tunnels and the like. I wouldn't go poking around in them if I were you.
It's probably related to that display case then. Okay, how about if I
Let's get going.
try and find my way down there without jumping down the hole? It's probably going to involve going through that locked gate to descend. Let's get that camera angle back where it was. I shouldn't steal from the needy, but if I can unearth it, someone else may have it. What have we here? Ooh, okay, interesting. Let's not light the fire. I think that's a spell Gale already knows. Wait. Wait. This may aid our search, somehow. It probably won't. Oh! Right. So we could get over the locked gate that way. Right? We could follow the roof round with a few hops and jumps and pop down on the other side. That'll be in the fairground, which would explain why the gate is locked. I don't see a way down from here. But wait, there's a back door. And it has occurred to me that I don't need Halcyon to speak to the pet in camp, because I can have Jaheira do it. Possibly Will, for that matter. I think I gave him the thing that lets him do that. Ah, is there a way in through? Oh, it's down here. Okay, I see. Just in case. No, I think I need to descend down into the cellar. But yeah, that Aura and D20 adventure was really nice, actually. It did rely on the elves having a similar fate as those of Middle-earth, who would go to another land on their way to the afterlife. So you needed to make that a regular part of your... Oh, wait, that is so blatant. Okay. It's right here. Shall we attempt the obvious? Okay, we've tried that. So there is our tunnel entrance. Oh, wait. But also here. Aha. Okay, if she can make the jump, then I'm pretty sure Jaheira can. Wait, there's a chest. We'll check for evidence. Bloody hell, woman, it looked like you were standing in the pit there for a moment. Okay, we've got doors. Ooh. Why does Dollar get all the finest weapons? Dollar as in dolorous, as in depressed, miserable, downcast. What? Is that a fist? Don't know who these are, but they mean trouble.
Into position.
Let's go with entangle. There we go.
My faith will protect me.
You know what, because we can. And because it's the turn we cast it, yes. Look, don't know who you are, sorry about that, but hey. I can only hope these are some kind of smugglers. That doesn't look like Flaming Fist armor. Alright. Get in there and get angry. Ooh, shockwave. Should have done that. Okay. You know what? Sure, because I can. Not enough. Oh, it's very short range. It's something. That is indeed not Flaming Fist armor. Doppelganger! Oh, hello. I think we've just found evidence.
On the hunt.
Ice knife probably not ideal, but cool lightning, however. Right around here, yeah? I mean, not ideal indoors, where there's no sky for lightning to come from. Gonna go... Zwhoop. And then strike with righteous nothing. Ooh, okay. But we'll plot that there. Ow. Try it. Well, they're quick to cast off their disguise. Or at least one of them was. I wonder if it's a health threshold thing. Off balance? Okay, girl, get angry. A silent shout of rage?
Nothing important is ever easy.
Sure.
Light on my feet.
Drop a little fuel. And all the lightning.
What should I do?
Oh yes. Morphic ambush. Sounds like a fun ability. It also seems like they don't live long after doing it. Look, she's a berserker. She's just gonna go mash it.
It was a shapeshifter.
Yep. Let's investigate. I mean, I doubt one of them's going to have a written confession on them, but... my goodness. Crawler mucus. Coat your active weapon with poison. Targets must succeed a constitution saving throw, become paralyzed and poisoned. And the old priest probably didn't have a very high constitution score. Flowery key is inscribed with the address of Frago's Flophouse in Worms Crossing. I see. Well, I mean, come on, right? I need the Shadow Mastiff alive and intact. If that is not the case, the second half of your payment shall be forfeit upon your return to Baldur's Gate. I have generously paid a large amount of gold in advance and have supplied all the necessaries you shall require to see this endeavour done correctly. They say you are unmatched as poacher. For your sake, I hope that is no exaggeration. As a poacher... well now, we don't need to be carrying that.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's keep investigating. See what else we can find down here. Oathbreaker Knight boots. Wait, as in the Oathbreaker Knight who can turn up at camp? Where? Oh, where are boots? I don't see them. No? They're here. Athletics. Now.
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for?
I presume some kind of ritual. However, I'm hearing sounds upstairs that indicate I may need to stop recording soon. But I will be casting Speak with Dead in the very next episode, so I'm actually going to end this one here. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. Hopefully recorded a bit earlier in the night, so I have a bit more time to record. Thank you all very much for watching, in case I didn't say it already. Bye bye for now.